Good morning, students. Today we will learn how to read chapter 2. Okay, open your textbooks and repeat after me. Chapter 2, Anecdotes of Missile Man. Okay, Anecdotes of Missile Man. There are very few people who can inspire you even when they are not around you. APJ Abdul Kalam is one of them. Let's read the incidents of his life. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, popularly known as Missile Man, is regarded as an ideal Indian and a source of inspiration for people all over the world. APJ Abdul Kalam was born in a small village of Rameshwaram, Tamil Nadu on 15 October 1931. When the newborn was to be named, he received the name of his father, Jainul Abdin. Avul Pakir Jainul Abdin Abdul Kalam or APJ Abdul Kalam learned to give importance to human values from his father. His mother, Ashiyamma, was a simple and pious lady. From his mother, he learned good nature and simplicity. Kalam was a few years old when he started liking the priest who often visited their home. Appa, Shastri uncle has come, he said every time the priest of the Rameshwaram temple came over. Kalam, still a young boy, sat by the side of his father and learned many good things from the meetings between his father and the priest. His parents were religious minded, but they were not conservative. Abdul, call your Appa. Food is ready. His Ammi used to say every evening. Daily, they sat together on the kitchen floor and ate the food spread on the banana leaf before them. Rice, sambar, homemade pickle, and coconut chutney was the feast that APJ Abdul Kalam learned to love to eat. In Abdul Kalam's childhood, he was greatly influenced by Samsuddin, one of his cousins. He was a distributor of newspapers at Rameshwaram. Dinamani, a Tamil newspaper, was in popular demand in those days. Kalam was too young to be able to read. Yet he borrowed a paper from Samsuddin and went through it every day. He tried to satisfy his quest for knowledge by looking at the pictures in the newspaper. Once he learned to read. He was always surrounded by books. Mr. Manikyam, his neighbor, often said, Abdul, you are always sitting here in my library. And Kalam would smile at him sheepishly. Kalam read every book that he could lay his hands on and became a well-read person. In 1939, World War II broke out. Kalam was only 8 years old then. Tamarind seeds were in demand in the market. These gave little Kalam an opportunity to earn some money. He started to collect those seeds and sell them in shops. Thus, he earned one anna every day. This was his first earning. Shortly, emergency was declared in India. Due to it, trains began to run non-stop and did not halt at Rameswaram station. Earlier, his cousin would unload the papers from the train, but with the change in the station that turn the next page, students. Was not possible. The newspaper bundles were being thrown from the moving train. Samsudin realized that he needed help. Kalam, will you be my assistant? He said to the boy one day. Kalam, a hard-working boy, agreed readily. He picked up the bundles for his cousin every day and thus earned his first salary. Kalam was happy and proud to earn money. One day at school, Kalam barged into a classroom without realizing that it was not his classroom. The teacher who was teaching in that class beat Kalam with a stick, but Kalam did not complain. He was their mathematics teacher, Ramakrishna Iyer. That year, when Kalam secured the highest marks in mathematics, the same teacher beamed and said, I beat this boy with a stick. Wait and watch. He will be a great man. Another teacher, Pandit Shiva Subramaniam Iyer, taught science to Kalam. He was fond of the boy. One day, he invited him for dinner at his house. However, as his wife was a loyal Brahmin, she said she did not serve him the meal inside their kitchen. Kalam did not mind. He sat with his teacher and ate the meal outside their kitchen. A week later, Kalam was invited for dinner by his science teacher once more. Kalam went willingly. Abdul, come into the kitchen and eat dinner with us. Here, said the teacher's wife. Kalam was happy to see that change and come over the orthodox lady. She served the meal to him herself. The seeds of secularism were embedded in his mind with this episode. As Kalam grew into a young man, the mysteries of the sky continued to fascinate him. Abdul, where were you? His mother would ask him often in the evening. Ammi, I was looking at the beautiful seagulls at the beach. How skillfully they fly. I wish I too could fly. Kalam spent many hours staring at the sky, wondering at the mysteries of flight. No wonder he grew up to become a great scientist. Kalam was elected as the 11th President of India from 2002 to 2007. As the President of India, his values and personality went embodied the people all over the world. Dr. Kalam has been conferred with the degree of Doctor of Science by 30 universities or academic institutions. He is recipient of several awards including the Indira Gandhi Award for National Integration, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan and Bharat Ratna. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is truly a great man, but this great man left this world on 27 July 2015 after collapsing during a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management in Shillong. A great salute to this great man. A biography of APJ Abdul Kalam. Students, hope you all learned how to read this chapter. Read this chapter again and again. Then, like Abdul Kalam, you can also gain good in reading. Okay, students, have a nice day.